Stop. Before you eat another bite of meat today, watch this. Because 4 dangerous meats are silently destroying your body from the inside out, and 4 others could literally save your life after 60. You've been lied to. Deliberately. For decades. Seniors have been told that lean meats are the safest choice. Doctors recommend them. Hospitals serve them. Nutritionists praise them as clean sources of protein. But here's the terrifying truth that nobody is willing to say out loud. 99% of seniors don't know that some of the most trusted meats are silently destroying their kidneys, inflaming their joints, and accelerating memory loss faster than aging itself ever could. And the most dangerous one? It increases your risk of cognitive decline by a staggering 49% even if you only eat it once a week. One bite. One mistake. Repeated for years. And by the time symptoms show up, the forgetfulness, the stiffness, the fatigue, it's often too late to fully undo the damage. And yet big food companies keep selling it. Doctors keep recommending it. Grocery stores keep putting it on sale. And seniors keep eating it, unknowingly speeding up the destruction. Why? Because there's profit in your confusion. Processed meat is cheap, shelf-stable, profitable, and nobody's sounding the alarm. Until now. Today, we're revealing the 4 meats silently attacking your organs and the 4 healing meats that can reverse the damage. Backed by real science, ranked from dangerous to life-threatening, and from healing to life-changing. And the number 1 healing meat? It rebuilds collagen faster than supplements and reverses knee pain in seniors by 44% in just 8 weeks. Before we dive in, drop a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. We're personally reading and replying to every single comment with customized tips for your situation. So share your answer below. Also, smash that like button so this video reaches more seniors who need to hear this. One share could literally save someone's life. Now, let's start with number 4 on the danger list. And trust me, they do not want you to know this one. Danger meat number 4, turkey breast. Most seniors think turkey breast is one of the healthiest meats on earth. It's low in fat, high in protein, and every deli counter slaps a 97% fat-free sticker on it. Doctors recommend it. Weight loss programs endorse it. But here's what they conveniently forget to mention. Most store-bought turkey slices, even ones labeled natural, are ultra-processed. They're soaked in preservatives, pumped full of sodium, and altered in ways that silently raise blood pressure, stiffen arteries, and damage kidneys over time. The hidden villain? Sodium phosphate. This chemical extends shelf life but spikes phosphate levels in your bloodstream. When phosphate rises, your bones release calcium to compensate. After 60, when you're already losing bone density, this is a nightmare. You're eating a sandwich that's dissolving your bones from the inside. In a 2021 Journal of Renal Nutrition study, seniors consuming more than 75 milligrams of added phosphate daily from processed meats had a 28% faster decline in kidney function over just 2 years. Most deli turkey sandwiches contain double that threshold in a single serving. What should you do? Swap deli sliced turkey for fresh, home-roasted turkey with no added salts or preservatives. Avoid smoked or cured varieties. If buying packaged slices, check labels for phosphates, nitrates, or natural flavoring, all red flags. Meet Susan, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Phoenix. She'd been eating turkey sandwiches daily, thinking they were safe. Then her new kidney specialist flagged the deli meat. "These phosphates are wrecking your filtration rate," he said. Susan was stunned. She switched to roasting whole turkey breasts at home, no preservatives, just herbs and olive oil. Her kidney markers improved and blood pressure dropped from 146/90 to 128/80 in 3 months. "I felt angry that nobody warned me sooner," she said. And if you think turkey was bad, the next one is far more popular and far more destructive. Danger meat number 3, bacon. Bacon. The crispy, sizzling comfort food that makes breakfast feel sacred. One of the most popular meats in America, especially among seniors who grew up with it as a staple. But bacon is one of the most inflammatory, artery-hardening meats you can eat after 60. And the reason it's so addictive is also why it's so dangerous. Bacon contains high levels of saturated fat, sodium, and nitrites, preservatives that react with stomach acid to form nitrosamines. These are known carcinogens linked to colon and stomach cancer. But in seniors, nitrosamines also accelerate arterial calcification, hardening of blood vessels that reduces oxygen delivery to the brain and heart. The result? Silent strokes. The kind that quietly steal memory before you realize what's happening. According to a 2022 circulation study, seniors eating processed meats like bacon 3 times weekly had a 32% higher rate of coronary artery calcification and a 21% increased risk of silent strokes. 3 times a week. A casual habit rewriting your brain's future. What can you do? Cut back to once a week maximum. Cook until just crisp, never burnt, because charred bacon creates exponentially more nitrosamines. Better yet, try nitrate-free turkey bacon or crispy tofu strips with smoked paprika. Meet George, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from Georgia. After a mild stroke, he attended a recovery seminar where a dietitian handed him a pamphlet, "Bacon, Your Silent Stroke Risk." That headline shook him harder than any fire alarm. He went home and threw out his bacon. His daughter brought nitrate-free turkey bacon the next day. A year later, his cholesterol dropped from 217 to 176. He walks 3 miles daily without brain fog. "I thought bacon was just food," he said. "I didn't know it was a weapon." Coming up, a meat even more deceptive. Marketed as the perfect protein for seniors, yet it may be poisoning your liver in ways you've never imagined. Danger meat number 2: grilled skinless chicken breast, factory farmed, yes. Skinless chicken breast. The darling of clean eating. The food every doctor defaults to. High protein. Low fat. No skin. Grilled, not fried. It checks every box. But here's the disturbing truth the poultry industry doesn't want you to hear. If your chicken is factory farmed, and over 99% of U.S. chicken is, you're consuming residues of antibiotics, synthetic hormones, and inflammatory omega-6 fats with every bite. These chickens are crammed into dark warehouses, fed genetically modified corn and soy, and injected with growth agents that force abnormally fast development. That plump breast didn't get that way naturally, it got that way through chemical intervention. But here's where it gets truly alarming. When chicken hits high heat, grill, skillet, or broiler, it forms heterocyclic amines, HCAs, chemicals linked to colon cancer, pancreatic cancer, and accelerated aging. Those char marks? They're chemical burn zones. In a 2023 Environmental Health Perspectives study, seniors eating grilled factory-farmed chicken 3 to 4 times weekly showed a 24% higher rate of liver enzyme elevation and a 37% increase in inflammatory markers including interleukin-6 and CRP, both major aging accelerators. What should you do? Switch to pasture-raised organic chicken, bake or slow cook instead of grilling. Never eat charred pieces. And avoid microwaving grilled chicken, which intensifies oxidative compounds. Meet Harold, a 66-year-old diabetic from Michigan. His daily grilled chicken was keeping blood sugar stable, so he thought he'd cracked the code. Then his physical therapist noticed worsening joint inflammation. "You might be overcooking something that's underhelping," she said, explaining how factory-farmed chicken and high-heat grilling create hidden toxins. Harold researched it himself and was stunned. He switched to organic chicken thighs, baked low and slow. Within 6 weeks, his alt liver enzymes dropped from 72 to 38. Joint swelling decreased, and his energy came roaring back. "I was poisoning myself with health food," he said. Now, the most dangerous meat on this entire list. Often sold as gourmet and heart healthy, but inside your body, it may be doing irreversible damage. Before we reveal it, hit that like button and subscribe. We release life-saving senior health content every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Danger meat number 1: veal, especially organ meats. Veal. The meat of young calves. Prized for tenderness and luxury. Some doctors recommend it as a cleaner red meat alternative. But behind that pale, delicate exterior lies a metabolic time bomb. Veal, especially liver, kidneys, and heart, contains among the highest concentrations of heme iron and purines of any meat. While your body needs some iron, too much heme iron after 60 causes oxidative stress. Internal rusting that damages cells and ages organs at an accelerated rate. And purines? Your body converts them to uric acid, leading to crystal sharp joint pain, kidney stones, and increased stroke risk. In a 2022 Journal of Gerontology, Medical Sciences study, seniors consuming high heme iron meats like veal more than once weekly experienced a 31% faster rate of cognitive decline and a 49% increased risk of uric acid buildup requiring medication. 49%. From a meat most consider premium and safe. And consider how veal calves are raised, confined to restrictive crates, fed iron-deficient diets to keep meat unnaturally pale. You're consuming meat from a metabolically stressed, nutritionally deprived animal. The verdict? After 60, moderation isn't enough. Avoid it entirely, especially organ meats. Choose adult grass-fed beef in small portions, or switch to fish and clean poultry. Meet Dorothy, a 74-year-old piano teacher from Pennsylvania. She'd eaten veal cutlets and liver weekly for decades, thinking they made her stronger. Then came the sharp toe pain at 2 a.m. Crushing fatigue. Hands so stiff she couldn't play piano. Her chiropractor handed her an article about high-purine meats. One word was circled in red: veal. "That can't be right," she whispered. "I've eaten this my whole life." "And your whole life, it's been building up," he replied. She cleared her freezer that night. Within weeks, her uric acid dropped from 8.2 to 6.0. The joint stiffness vanished. She sat at her piano and played for 2 hours, tears streaming down her face. "I thought aging took my music." It wasn't aging. It was veal. Now, are all meats bad? Should you survive on salads and supplements? Absolutely not. Some meats are so powerful they can reverse joint damage, rebuild memory, strengthen muscles, and reignite energy you thought was gone forever. The key isn't avoiding meat, it's knowing which ones to choose. Coming up. A meat ignored for decades as too old-fashioned, but for seniors, it may be one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory proteins on the planet. Healing meat number 4: lamb. Grass-fed lamb gets left out of healthy eating conversations, especially in the US. But this overlooked protein is a powerhouse for seniors when it's grass-fed. Unlike grain-finished red meats, grass-fed lamb is rich in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a fatty acid that fights inflammation, supports immunity, and preserves lean muscle mass as you age. It's also packed with vitamin B12 and zinc. Critical after 60 for nerve repair, red blood cell formation, immune response, and mental sharpness. Many seniors are unknowingly deficient in both. And unlike conventional beef, lamb is far less likely to come from massive factory farms, especially if labeled pasture-raised. In a 2022 British Journal of Nutrition study, seniors consuming grass-fed lamb 3 times weekly for 6 weeks saw a 19% improvement in lower body strength, a 27% drop in TNF-alpha inflammation, and a 12% rise in HDL, protective cholesterol. How to maximize benefits: look for 100% grass-fed or pasture-raised. Braise or slow roast with rosemary and thyme. These herbs contain antioxidants that neutralize cooking-related oxidative stress. Meet Walter, a 70-year-old woodworker from Colorado. Joint pain was stealing his passion. Some mornings he couldn't grip his tools until noon. A friend at church handed him homemade lamb stew and said, "Try this." It changed my knees. Skeptical but desperate, Walter tried it. He started buying grass-fed lamb from a farmer's market. Within 2 months, his CRP dropped from 5.4 to 2.1 milligrams per liter, and he stopped needing afternoon pain relievers. "I almost gave up woodworking. A bowl of lamb stew saved my life's work." Next. A fish so potent, doctors now use it as nutritional therapy for memory, mood, and joint repair. Healing meat number 4: lamb. Grass-fed lamb gets left out of healthy eating conversations, especially in the US. But this overlooked protein is a powerhouse for seniors when it's grass-fed. Unlike grain-finished red meats, grass-fed lamb is rich in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a fatty acid that fights inflammation, supports immunity, and preserves lean muscle mass as you age. It's also packed with vitamin B12 and zinc. Critical after 60 for nerve repair, red blood cell formation, immune response, and mental sharpness. Many seniors are unknowingly deficient in both. And unlike conventional beef, lamb is far less likely to come from massive factory farms, especially if labeled pasture-raised. In a 2022 British Journal of Nutrition study, seniors consuming grass-fed lamb 3 times weekly for 6 weeks saw a 19% improvement in lower body strength, a 27% drop in TNF-alpha inflammation, and a 12% rise in HDL, protective cholesterol. How to maximize benefits: look for 100% grass-fed or pasture-raised. Braise or slow roast with rosemary and thyme. These herbs contain antioxidants that neutralize cooking-related oxidative stress. Meet Walter, a 70-year-old woodworker from Colorado. Joint pain was stealing his passion. Some mornings he couldn't grip his tools until noon. A friend at church handed him homemade lamb stew and said, "Try this." It changed my knees. Skeptical but desperate, Walter tried it. He started buying grass-fed lamb from a farmer's market. Within 2 months, his CRP dropped from 5.4 to 2.1 milligrams per liter, and he stopped needing afternoon pain relievers. I almost gave up woodworking. A bowl of lamb stew saved my life's work. Next. A fish so potent, doctors now use it as nutritional therapy for memory, mood, and joint repair. Healing meat number 2: beef tendon. This shocks most people. It's not trendy or pretty. Most seniors haven't eaten it since childhood. But beef tendon, the connective tissue attached to bones and joints, is one of the richest natural sources of collagen, glycine, and proline amino acids your body uses to rebuild cartilage, reduce joint pain, and improve skin elasticity. After 60, collagen production drops dramatically. Joints stiffen. Wounds heal slower. Skin thins. The scaffolding holding your body together is dissolving. Here's what the supplement industry won't tell you: eating whole collagen-rich cuts like tendon provides not just raw collagen, but essential cofactors, copper, vitamin C, natural gelatin, that help your body actually absorb and use it. Without cofactors, supplement collagen largely passes through unused. A bowl of slow-cooked tendon stew delivers more usable collagen than a $40 tub of powder. In a 2021 Journal of Clinical Rheumatology study, seniors with osteoarthritis consuming 60 grams of slow-cooked tendon 3 times weekly saw a 32% improvement in knee flexibility and a 44% reduction in morning stiffness in 8 weeks. No drugs. No injections. Just food. Preparation: slow cook with apple cider vinegar, extracts collagen, onions, garlic, turmeric, and bay leaf. Simmer 6 to 8 hours until gelatinous. The broth that gels when cooled is pure bioavailable collagen. Drink it warm or use as a soup base. Meet Paul, a 75-year-old gardener from North Carolina. Knee pain was stealing his passion. Kneeling to plant was agony. His daughter, studying holistic nutrition, brought him homemade tendon broth. I know it looks weird. Just try it. By day 3, morning stiffness was noticeably less. He started eating tendon stew twice weekly. Within 2 months, he stopped needing his knee brace and could kneel in his garden again. The day he knelt without pain for the first time in 2 years, he called his daughter, "It's working, sweetheart." And now, the number 1 healing meat every senior should eat. It supports heart, muscles, memory, and metabolism simultaneously. Yet most seniors avoid it because of one big misconception. Healing meat number 1 in grass-fed bison, buffalo. If you've been avoiding red meat because of cholesterol fears, you're not alone. But what if there's a red meat that actually fights inflammation, lowers bad cholesterol, and builds stronger muscles after 60? That meat is bison, and it might be the most powerful healing meat on earth for seniors. Grass-fed bison is naturally leaner than beef but richer in iron, zinc, and selenium, 3 minerals your body desperately needs after 60 for oxygen circulation, immune defense, and thyroid function. But here's what genuinely surprised us: bison contains omega-3 fatty acids. Similar levels to salmon, without the fishy taste or mercury risk. You get anti-inflammatory brain protection and muscle-building protein in one package. In a 2022 Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging study, seniors replacing beef with bison 3 times weekly for 30 days saw a 34% drop in LDL cholesterol, a 26% boost in leg muscle strength, and measurably less fatigue, all within 1 month. How to benefit: choose 100% grass-fed bison without preservatives. Grill at moderate heat, pan-sear in avocado oil, or slow cook for stews. It tastes like slightly sweeter beef but digests easier and causes less bloating. Available at most grocery stores and farmers markets. Meet Carol, a 71-year-old retired nurse from Wyoming. She'd cut red meat entirely on her cardiologist's advice but missed the satisfaction. At a farmer's market, a bison vendor called out, "Better than beef and easier on your heart." Intrigued, Carol tried a sample. The first bite was a revelation. She bought ground bison and made chili that night, the best meal she'd had in 2 years. Within 1 month, her cholesterol dropped from 212 to 178. She could walk uphill without stopping. "I felt like I got 10 years back," she said, eyes glistening. "Not just physically, mentally. The fog lifted. I felt like myself again." All from one bite of bison at a farmer's market. For seniors wanting all the benefits of red meat without inflammation, bison is the game changer. Now you know the truth. Not all meats are created equal. After 60, the difference between healing and harm can come down to one choice. One swap. One decision made today that echoes through every tomorrow. The dangerous meats have been hiding in plain sight, in your deli drawer, on your breakfast plate, in your grocery cart. But the healing meats have been waiting for you too, ready to rebuild what was broken and restore what was lost. You now have the power. The knowledge is yours. Now we want to hear from you. What meat do you eat most often? Are you planning to change anything? Which one surprised you most? Drop your answer in the comments, with your age and where you're from. We're reading and replying to every comment with tailored tips for your situation. Your comment might help someone else make a life-changing decision. And if this video opened your eyes, share it with someone you love. Text it to your spouse. Send it to a friend. The person who needs this most might never search for it on their own. You could be the reason someone avoids a stroke, saves their kidneys, or gets their mobility back. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and remember, after 60, every bite is either building you up or breaking you down. Choose wisely.